All right, somebody wrote an article said 4 reasons why Jared Goff is better than Lamar Jackson, and I'm about to rip into all 4 things they said. So, and I don't necessarily dislike the platform either. I love what they do on Twitter. Love some of the articles they do. You know, and you ain't gonna always agree. Excuse me, you ain't always gonna agree with everybody neither. You ain't gonna always agree with everybody, man. So this ain't no diss or no shit like that. You will know if it's a diss. I don't even get into that back and forth. Ain't no point. But yeah, man, first they was talking about contract. You got to pay Jared Goff. You got to pay somebody regardless. Somebody wrote an article talking about, well, if you draft a rookie, then you're going to have to pay him in 5 years. You have to pay Jared Goff soon anyway. It doesn't matter. You're going to have to pay somebody. Now, then again, you hear people complaining like when check out Detroit Lions top players too. You hear people complaining about, oh, Detroit don't spend no money. Detroit always being cheap. They was being frugal in free agency last year. You can't have it both ways. You can't have it both ways. Either you want to spend money or not, it does not matter. You're going to pay somebody to play quarterback eventually. It doesn't matter how you slice the cake. You're going to pay Jared Goff. If he have a tremendous year, Jared Goff going to want to be paid next year. He want to be paid this year. I guarantee you. After the year Jared Goff had, he want to be paid this year. So it doesn't really matter. You're going to pay somebody. Daniel Jones got $40 fucking million. Let's say Jared Goff is able to duplicate or do better than he did this year and win a playoff game. You're going to be paying him around $55 million, bro. Right? That's what you're going to be paying Jared Goff, right? So you're going to have to pay somebody regardless. Now then they go into the injuries. I'm not going to be in the court. Injury. Okay, Jared Goff was fucking injured. He was injured last year. The last season, not this season, but the season before last. You got to remember. And he was injured the season before that. Right? And if you're going to talk about injuries, Lamar has to do more because he does not have the weaponry that Jared has, bro. Look, when they finally gave Randall Cunningham some weapons, he was able to throw. Same thing with Michael Vick. He was able to throw. You know? Now, that's a question to be had. And, you want to sit down and talk to Lamar and say, yo, would you be open to an offensive philosophy change with you being more in the pocket, you throwing the ball more, we getting you on the bootleg and you not running as much more? Anytime you run the ball, that's why people don't like paying running backs. Anytime you run the football, you susceptible to injuries. That's why running backs have a short shelf life. Because they get hit every play. Whether they are blocking assignment, they getting chipped coming out the backfield, they getting pressed off the line. No matter they running the ball, catching the ball, they get hit every play. So it's understandable. People say, well, he probably going to get injured. Of course. Who is he throwing the ball to? When he carrying the team, it's Lamar Jackson. It's it. Hollywood Brown, remember a couple years ago, we was trying to get our first win, and Hollywood Brown dropped 50 balls at Ford Field. And that was just in the first half. Because I had to go, I was out of town coming back home. That was just in the first half he dropped all them balls. That game shouldn't even came down to a Justin Tucker field goal. Baltimore should have ran away with that game by 3 scores, at least. And I mean the majority of them being touchdowns. Rashad Bateman, he got injured this year. When he was healthy, Lamar looked pretty good throwing the ball to him. And the other Devon, whatever his name was. They not household names. Right? They got rid of Orlando Brown from over there and let him go to Kansas City. You got to remember, Joe Flacco was the quarterback over there. Right? And they wasn't even a playoff team. They put Lamar in there, changed the offense. He carried them. Give him an opportunity to step back and throw. Amon-Ra St. Brown is the best weapon he ever had at the receiver. Mark Andrews is Mark Andrews. He's good. But he's just Mark Andrews. Every running back you put back there with him, they have a career fucking year, bro. Or they have a great year. Mark Ingram ain't been the same since he left. Who Jared Goff made better? I'll wait. Todd Gurley got Jared Goff paid. Brandon Cook got Jared Goff paid. Robert Wood got Jared Goff paid. The minute Todd Gurley went down, it was a wrap. It was a wrap. Fast forward to rewind to the year one with Detroit Lions. He couldn't do nothing. He couldn't do nothing. Y'all forgot this year when people went down, they were 1-6. You forgot the Philadelphia game? They were 1-6. When guys got healthy again, then he started to look half decent. He started to look solid. They were 1-6. They forgot the New England game, the Dallas game, the Minnesota game. We know CJ the defense, and we already knew that. They had a bunch of injuries. The whole defensive line was fucking injured, bro. I'm not going to run through those names again. Your best corner, Amani Roy, had a back injury. We understand. Tracy Walker went down in one of them games with an Achilles injury. We get it. Baltimore had a lot of injuries. Then Marcus Peters tears ACL. Rashad Bateman went all this shit. He was an MVP candidate this year. And they kept blowing leads, bruh. The defense kept blowing his leads. And a lot of people, well, I won't say the defense. There's bad play calling, bad coaching decisions by John Harbaugh. You know? Then they go on with a playoff success. Of course, you playing with Aaron fucking Donald, Leonard Floyd, Jalen Ramsey 1 year. What are you talking about? Todd Gurley. Name me somebody Lamar played with as good as Todd Gurley, bruh. Name him to me. Name him. Who he played with as good as Todd Gurley? Who he played with as good as Aaron Donald? Love Calais Campbell. Love Marlon Humphreys. Love Marcus Peters. Love when he went up in the stands and gorilla checked my mans at the Coliseum when the Rams was playing there. He went up in the stands and checked my mans. Marcus Peters, real-time business nigga. Love him. Tell me who he played with as good as Robert Woods at wide receiver. Old ass Steve Smith. Apparently he was there, somebody said. Good as Brandon Cooks. Good as Cooper Kupp. I ain't even fucking mention Cooper Kupp. I forgot about him. Of course, you put Lamar over there, of course he will win playoff games, bruh. How can't you? In Detroit this year, he had Sharp, St. Brown, Josh Reynolds, J-Mo came back at the end. Hockenson couldn't get shit out of Hockenson other side of the Seattle game. He went to Minnesota and Kirk Cousins, man, made Hockenson look like a motherfucking a Rolling Stone. Right? Right? So they easy to point out, well, you know, he won more games than Lamar Jackson. And when you get to the playoffs, it's all about big time players, bro. You put him in Detroit, he have a better line than he had in a long time. He had better weapons than he ever had, bro. Jared Goff went 1-6 last year. And yes, they got hot, just like they got hot, semi-hot his first year there. They won some games, some teams was overlooking them, and Green Bay paid the fucking backups. But people really think what Jared Goff is doing is going to be sustainable. Even with Ben Johnson is going to take his binky out his mouth. He's going to leave and go get a head coaching job. Trust and believe that. The key to stopping Jared Goff is stopping the run game. With Lamar, he is the run game. Even if he don't run it, the threat of Lamar running, and he got a better arm than Jared Goff. Goff is more punctual. From what we know with the weapons he got, yeah, he more on time, hit that back foot, the ball coming out. We got to give Lamar that opportunity to do so. But you talking about going outside and spinning it, and just in a nutshell, spinning the ball and throwing the ball, it's fucking Lamar Jackson. So Jared Goff, he missed so many people deep, bro. He came hit Jameson Williams on a trick play when he was wide open. He had to wait for the ball. It's a no-brainer. Detroit never makes shit. If it don't work, it don't work. We went 0-16. We've been losing for a long time, bro. If it don't work, it don't work. But this is the one time where the actual, none of you coming from the west side of the state, from the Saginaw, Muskegon, Mackinac, wherever y'all coming from. Traverse City, Bay City. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't talking to y'all. This would be the real chance where real Detroiters will come out and support the Detroit Lions. Detroiters don't fuck with the Lions like that. That's what people don't really understand. Now, people you see at Ford Field, they not Detroiters, bro. A lot of them not Detroiters. It'll look like a fucking Piston game if they ever start winning. That urban feel. People gonna come spend money. They gonna put them on a pedestal for sure. Talking about the passing game is, it favors Jared Goff a little bit more. Of course, that's all he can. He got better weapons no matter where he went. You put Jared Goff on the Baltimore Ravens last year, they got the number 1 fucking pick. Guaranteed. They somewhere in the top 5. Because we seen it with Detroit, the same situation. Yeah, their defense a little better than ours. This year, a little better than ours. They suffered a lot of injuries. They did. The defense was better than ours than a couple years ago. But, he don't have no weapons. When everything, he can't make nothing out of something. At some point, all the great ones able to make something out of nothing. Imagine you put Jared Goff on Green Bay. They don't win the games that they win in Green Bay. They win 1 or 2 games, bro. Everything got to be above satisfactory for Jared Goff to be satisfied, to be solid. So people talk about the injuries and all that type of shit. I get it, bro. I really do. He had his fair share of injuries coming into this year. But if I'm not running the ball every time, and that's a deal breaker. If he want to still run that offense, I'm out on Lamar Jackson. But that's all I got, man. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. If they want to win, this is what they going to do. If they don't want to win, this is what's going to happen. They going to put their faith in Jared Goff, bring back Nate Sudfeld, or get some backup motherfucker like Marcus Mariota. They not going to win. Mark my words. I'm telling you, people are already saying the Lions done bent the corner. I've been here before. I've seen them have top defenses, have solid offenses. Until they bend that corner, they have not been that corner. And the Lions have never been good to living up to expectations. Go ahead and bust through them and get Lamar. So check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. And subscribe button is the bell icon button. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist for more videos like this. Thumbs up the video. Appreciate the love, support. Let me know what you girls and guys think in the comment section. But other than that, man, appreciate y'all. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Peace.